I think over a period of I think 1 year, and we are discussing it with different stakeholders, and now we are happy that this blueprint is ready, and this is going to help Ladakh in developing ice hockey as well as the other winter games also. As discussed during the presentation of Vidisha, we are hoping that someday Ladakh would be having a major stake in the Winter Olympics, in the ice hockey and other games also. From last 3 years, I am seeing the development of ice hockey, and we have just started our journey, and we are hopeful that in the next 2-3 years we will be having some good development in this game.
नेचुरल आइस के साथ हम पैदा होते हैं, तो ये तो हमारे जीवन है। और मैं बधाई देना चाहूँगा यहाँ उपस्थित हमारे श्री पीटी कुंजाम जी के साथ इनके टीम ने काफ़ी सालों से विंटर स्पोर्ट क्लब ने जो मेहनत किया, जिसके कारण से लद्दाख ने पूरे इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट करते हुए इंटरनेशनल इवेंट में एक देश का पहचान बनाया। और आज हमारे पास इंटरनेशनल लेवल के जो प्लेयर्स लद्दाख ने जितना प्रोड्यूस किया वो किसी भी हिमालयन क्षेत्र ने प्रोड्यूस नहीं किया। और हम चाहते हैं इस तरह के अच्छे अच्छे प्लान बने, अच्छे अच्छे वहाँ पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट हो। और आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को भी आभार व्यक्त इसलिए करना चाहूँगा, लद्दाख अलग से यूटी बनने के बाद सफिशिएंट बजट देके आज हमारा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बन रहा है। हमारे युवा पीढ़ियों को, क्योंकि आइस हॉकी का इक्विपमेंट इतना महंगा होते हैं, एक हम अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, खासकर गरीब आम लोग। आज हमारी यूटी के बजट से यहाँ पे रविंदर जी बैठे हैं, आपको धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा। यूटी के बजट से अलग से जो स्पोर्ट्स इक्विपमेंट्स हर गांव-गांव में एसोसिएशंस को, क्लब्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जो हो रहा है, इससे ग्राउंड लेवल पे एक ड्रास्टिक चेंज आ रहा है। और इसका रुचि तो इतना है, आज फॉर एग्जांपल मैं एक मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट, जिस गांव में भी हम टूर के लिए जाते हैं, विंटर आने से पहले डिमांड आ जाता है, साहब हमारे यहाँ आइस हॉकी का रिंग बना दो, हमें इसका इक्विपमेंट दे दो। इसके कोई चिंता नहीं कि ट्रेनिंग की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं, हम खुद इसी के लिए पैदा हुए हैं, लोगों का ये मानना है उस फील्ड के लिए। तो वेल ट्रेन, वेल इक्विपमेंट, वेल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के साथ आज आइस हॉकी का भविष्य लद्दाख में बहुत देश को आगे ले जाने की जो क्षमता रखते हैं। इस बार जो है खेलो इंडिया विंटर गेम जो है लद्दाख में होगा, और उसमें स्पेशली आइस हॉकी को फोकस करके जो किया जा रहा है। मैं आग्रह करना चाहूँगा, ये खेलो इंडिया विंटर गेम लद्दाख में होगा, तो वहाँ के जो स्टेट बॉडी आइस हॉकी एसोसिएशन ऑफ लद्दाख के साथ कोलैबोरेशन में इसको करना चाहिए, ताकि उसमें ऑथेंटिसिटी आए।
And I would like to congratulate the administration of the Union Territory of Ladakh and Royal Enfield for the creation of this blueprint for the development of ice hockey in Ladakh. I would like to specially thank Honorable LG, who is not present among us today. He took a lot of pain when we discussed with the Honorable MP and my dear friend, Jamian Namgyal ji. We've been discussing this for last couple of years with the earlier LG and the present LG also. And I'm glad they have taken it to the conclusion, and I'm grateful to the Royal Enfield team for making this happen. I mean, at times it looked like कि सब क्लब्स तक ही खेलते रहेंगे, लेकिन एक भविष्य का ब्लूप्रिंट तैयार किया, उसके लिए मैं आप सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ. This blueprint is game changer and will certainly pave the way to enable an Indian ice hockey contingent to participate in the 2042 Winter Olympics. I want to talk about only last 2 years from Tokyo Olympics till now. If you look at Tokyo Olympics, Paralympics, Deaf Olympics, then Commonwealth Games, various Asian Championships to the World Championships and the Para-Asian Games, we have won the highest medal ever in all these tournaments in the last 75 years. In Ladakh, let me mention a couple of things here that we have sanctioned in the last couple of years. We are laying a synthetic track and astroturf for football in the open stadium. A synthetic track and a football synthetic track, astroturf in the stadium at Leh. The total cost will be close to 10 crore 50 lakh rupees. The second is construction of gymnasium hall at NDS Sports Complex in district Leh, 1.13 crore rupees. Construction of ice hockey rink at the 24th Battalion ITBP at district Leh, 2.77 crore rupees. Other infrastructure projects in the region of Ladakh, 3 Khelo India centers sanctioned, 1 in Kargil, 2 in Leh. Khelo India State Center of Excellence in Sports, which has athletics, boxing, archery discipline in the open stadium of Spituk Leh, sanctioned by the SAI, which will cost about 3.13 crore rupees. Other requests which has been made here, let me have a look at that. I'll ask the department to have a look at it so that we can have more facilities in the Ladakh and Kargil region. I'm sure Leh and Kargil region can have more facilities. Let me in the end thank the local administration of Ladakh and Royal Enfield for taking the initiative, come out with a blueprint for the development of ice hockey in Ladakh. It's going to be a game changer. Not only to create facilities, not only to create a blueprint, but I'm sure the target set for the 2042 Olympics participation, yes, we can do it. If India can pitch for the 2036 Olympics, if in 2036 we're going to host the Olympics, we're going to bid for that, I'm sure we can do wonders. At the same time, we can also look at Indian contingent. In 2042, we have been participating in the past, but I'm sure ice hockey, we can do a great job in the coming years. We can also look at the global leagues. We can create players here. We can send them for the training purpose. And let me have a look if we can include them under the top scheme. If they can be trained locally or globally, we'll be more than happy to look at that. Let me once again, in the end, thank the local administration and the Royal Enfield for their initiative. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
So for the ice hockey of Ladakh is concerned, we have already represent the country at many fronts. So in coming years, this initiative will not only supporting as a financial support, but they are also going to do infrastructure development and the training, organizing tournaments. So with all the support of locals, NGOs, local bodies. So I'm really would like to share my gratitude and thanks to the Royal Enfield, the initiative that you have taken. So in coming year, we are since decade 9-10 years we are trying to develop the infrastructure that which was set up in the play, but it again take 1 more years because before becoming UT we are always suffering from the lack of fund, but after becoming UT there is so many changes in design changes, and because of all the administrative hurdles we could not able to complete this year event. So I feel very sorry to all the locals players that we could not give. Last year we have already committed, even the UT administration and concerned have committed that we are going to give you a full-fledged ice hockey ring at Leh, but maybe next time we are trying to stand with that commitment. So now the Royal Enfield has come up to support us. So I think our youth will get a good opportunity.
At Royal Enfield, our social mission is to build resilience in communities and nature, and fostering a deep, long-lasting and sustainable change, particularly in the iconic Himalayan region. We are working to partner with 100 Himalayan communities to champion the UN Sustainable Development Goals and create a thriving ecosystem in the region. Royal Enfield currently supports more than 50 projects across the Himalayan region. These include conservation programs, livelihood initiatives, responsible tourism projects, and youth fellowships, among others. Our market linkage initiative for artisans and weavers of Himalayan communities as part of our Himalayan Knot program was launched in Mumbai last month. Royal Enfield has also created an eco-friendly community-run pit stop in Thakur, Ladakh for travellers. It is the first in a chain of such pit stops that we have planned. Royal Enfield aims to enable 1 million riders to take action towards regenerating landscapes and empowering communities. We are currently engaging our motorcycle riding community to document intangible cultural heritage of the Himalayas through a unique partnership with UNESCO. A facility called the Himalayan Hub in Theog near Shimla, Himachal Pradesh will be a platform and a point of convergence of ideas and solutions for the sustainable development of the region. The program is particularly designed with the Himalayan youth as its focal point. It is this sense of purpose towards the Himalayas and Himalayan communities that has resulted in our partnership with the Union Territory of Ladakh and today's announcement. Royal Enfield has been commissioned by the administration of the Union Territory of Ladakh to create a blueprint for the development of ice hockey in the region last year. The vision of the document is to consistently improve India's performance in the sport on a global stage, driven by excellence in Ladakh. After a year's worth of hard work and collaboration with all stakeholders, local and international, we are now ready with a document that we hope will be a step towards realizing India's dream of fielding an ice hockey contingent at the 2042 Winter Olympics. With 90% of ice hockey players in India coming from Ladakh, I believe this blueprint will be a game changer. The objective of this document is to adopt international best practices tailored to local on-ground requirements. The blueprint, however, is not limited in its scope and can be used as a template for the growth of this sport in other Himalayan states too. In Himachal Pradesh, where the Ice Hockey Association of Lahore and Spiti has already developed 4 functional ice hockey rinks, Royal Enfield plans to support training of clubs and to start a competitive tournament to develop the sport at a grassroots level. The blueprint looks at a holistic development of the sport and covers all aspects like training, scouting, nurturing local talent, equipment and infrastructure, creating a competitive environment, and professional governance, among others. I would like to take this opportunity to mention that we at Royal Enfield have been working with all stakeholders to develop winter sports, particularly ice hockey and winter tourism across the Himalayas. We have worked with the European Business and Technology Centre, EBTC, as knowledge partners to develop this blueprint. This blueprint has been reviewed by the International Ice Hockey Federation and developed with the support of the Ice Hockey Association of India. This is a path-breaking document. A long-term roadmap has been laid out all the way to our dream of fielding an Indian ice hockey contingent at the Winter Olympics in 2042. 9 clear milestones have been laid out, starting with a structured, decentralized league in 2025 and qualification for the IIHF World Championship Division 1 in 2033 that will help achieve that dream. While the blueprint envisages that developing the sport at a grassroots level with children between ages of 6 and 12 will enable them to participate in the 2042 Winter Olympics, we have already been working towards this end. Last year, over 500 children were taught basic to intermediate level ice skating, which is the starting point for anyone aspiring to play ice hockey at winter training camps in Ladakh. The blueprint also outlines the need for the development of infrastructure, equipment, and training for the consistent growth of the sport. To that end, we are supporting ice hockey at the grassroots level with equipment and training. Royal Enfield facilitated the training of 20 coaches from Ladakh in a train-the-trainer program with coaches brought in from Germany. A key component of the blueprint is to create a competitive environment at a grassroots level to grow the sport. This would provide a platform for local talent to be identified and nurtured. Towards this, Royal Enfield and the administration of the Union Territory of Ladakh are planning training camps across Ladakh, where teams will be selected to participate in a league-based tournament in Leh this winter. Beyond Ladakh, Royal Enfield is also supporting the Spiti Cup in Himachal Pradesh this winter. We will continue to facilitate and collaborate with the administration of the Union Territory of Ladakh and different stakeholders to develop the sport. I would like to extend my gratitude to the Honorable Union Minister, Shri Anurag Thakur, for inspiring and supporting the vision of this document, and for his leadership in the growth of sports in India, and for championing the cause of winter sports through the Khelo India initiative. He has very kindly lent his voice to the blueprint with a foreword. Before I conclude, I'd like to mention that while today's focus is ice hockey, our winter sports program in Ladakh is not limited just to the ice hockey sport. As part of our Chantal football initiative, Royal Enfield has created the world's highest AstroTurf, the first in any school in Ladakh, to help nurture football talent at the grassroots level.